Hey guys, today is Monday, April the 20th, 2020. Thanks for coming back for another conversation with me on Seasons of Life Therapy Talk with Nay. Hope you guys are having a great Monday thus far, and may this video be the beginning of an amazing week. With that being said, we're going to jump right into the conversation of stop fooling yourself. Today's conversation is going to surround two things that go hand in hand. We're going to talk about time, and we're going to talk about expectations and the unrealistic limits that we set on those two things. With that being said, the first piece that I want to get into is time. When talking about time, the one thing I want you to take away from this, if you take nothing else, is that you have to go at your own pace and run your own race. What do you mean by that, Nay? Well, when it comes to time, people tend to have this unrealistic timeline of how they see their life. There's this fictitious societal time clock that society has brainwashed us to believe is how life is supposed to go. By a certain age, you're supposed to be at a certain space in your life. Based on experience, you're supposed to be at a certain space in life. Based on your background and where you've come from, your teachings, you're supposed to be at a specific space in life. Do away with these timelines, guys. Do away with these time clocks. All that does is put added stress and unnecessary anxiety on you. You don't need it, guys. You don't need it at all. Do away with the time clock. I want you to focus on being in the here and now. I want you to focus on what is happening, how it's happening, and enjoy the process, enjoy the ride. Life is so full of different twists and turns, ups, downs, wins, and losses. Be at peace with all of them. You have to get to a space where time becomes what it is. Time. Now, I'm not telling you to waste your time because you can't get it back. But I also don't want you to be so consumed with time that you can't relax and enjoy life's journey. Process the journey. Stick with it and do what you need it to do, because eventually it will. Moving right into unrealistic expectations. This is a life lesson that I tend to find myself facing over and over and over again. I'm human and it happens. Expectations are definitely a good thing until they're not. If you ever find yourself saying, I cannot believe this is happening to me again, the first thing that I need you to do is accept that it is happening. Somewhere you made a wrong turn and you circled back again. Accept the mistake. The second thing I need you to do, fight like hell to never make it again. Because what tends to happen with these unrealistic expectations is we get on this loop. Guys, do not be on this loop longer than you need to. Get the lesson, learn the lesson, get off the loop. When you have a situation, it's not just concerning you. You can have expectations that you have set on yourself, how you want to perform, how you want to present, how you want to come off, what you want to get accomplished. That's great. You can't have those same expectations on the other people involved in your situation, whether that's a new job, whether that's a new relationship, whether that's being a parent. Your expectations for self cannot pour into your expectations of this other person and you guys' collective situation. That comes with communication and having a conversation of what the situation looks like for the both of you. Don't get caught up in this setting the wrong and unrealistic expectations, because it will take away the essence of it. It adds time, it adds stress, it adds headaches that you guys don't need. And again, hard pill to swallow. I'm looking at myself in the mirror right now and talking to myself with this. I told you guys before in another video, I'm a pretty spiritual person, and I find that God tends to remind me of these two things together all the time. Slow down, enjoy. Don't focus on what everybody else has going on. Those are kind of where my expectations come from, where I see what other people my same age or my same situation, how they're living life, where they are. And it's like, well, why haven't I? Nope. and I have to catch myself. I can't put a timestamp and I can't put an expectation on a collective situation, especially based off of where someone else is and what someone else is doing. It's not my journey. It's not my ride. Let me stay in my lane. And I challenge you to check yourself when you start to do that and stay in your lane. So, real quick, time and expectations. Guys, very, very important. It helps with stress, it helps with anxiety, and it helps with just a better quality of life. Trust me, get into a place where you're comfortable with being in the here and the now. Don't plan too far ahead. If nothing else tells you that, right now in today's time should be the prime example of not planning too far in advance. Being able to really enjoy the journey for what it is in the moment. Let the expectations be natural for self, but don't be unrealistic on them with other people and collective situations. That's all I got for you guys. I hope that it helps. I hope that you guys can take a moment to do some self-inventory and think about where you may have put some unrealistic boundaries on your time, as well as your expectations in different relationships and situations in life. If you want more information about Seasons of Life Therapy, feel free to contact me on any social media platform. You can find me on Facebook at Janae L. Milton. You can find me on IG at author Janae, or you can come right here and comment on one of my videos on YouTube as Told by Nay. I'll leave my number for scheduling if you would like to move forward with me at the end of this video. And I want to leave you guys with, life is absolutely what we make it. So let's make it a great one. Enjoy the rest of your week, guys.